Oh, it got
right?
serious.
Everybody comes around, and she jumps up there, and we do dead hangs too. She freaking hung. She looked like she was shot out of a cannon. I mean, she was like right out of the gate tough, and then she just went whoosh, chin over the bar, everything. So much so that she hit her chin on the way down because she was so fucking excited. She dropped it. She's like, oh my God. She ran, jumped, hugged me. Everybody's cheering,
that's
going
cool.
crazy, right? So now listen, this is a lady that couldn't even see herself 50 pounds less. By the way, she lost 80 pounds.
Oh, damn.
She became a trainer. She's ran multiple marathons. She trains women now to get ready for like academies, fire academies, police academies, things like that. She trains women to get prepared
So
for that.
fitness is her business now.
Yeah. And this is a person that I was not going to take her credit card because she didn't have enough. She didn't want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is, look, all of us, you just need to find your thing, right? And what you think is your motivator isn't really your motivator.
You know what?
Then you got to see it through.
I'll tell you that. I did. Have you ever heard of Landmark?
Mm-hmm.
It's a program.
Yeah.
And I went through that program many years ago, maybe 10 years ago or something like that. And it was very much like they said, they made you dig into two parts of your life. And the first one was like the first time you realized you were going to be alone on the earth. And I was like, dude, it broke me down.
Yeah.
I was like a little, like, dude, it was bad.
Sure.
But it made you visit like your total, like the most deepest parts of your psyche, dude, that like build you and make you probably where what you're describing, like her, she had to go back to that time where she couldn't do a pull-up and she was probably really embarrassed and then never wanted to visit that whole thing again.
Don't ever do it. Yeah, for sure.
It's
100%.
like my what's they my credit in 09, dude, after the thing. Don't touch it, dude. Don't touch it. Leave it alone, dude. Just leave it alone.
Oh
Don't
my
do it.
God,
You know, it took a couple years to get out of that mess, dude. But like,
Sure.
my point is, yeah, if you like have a certain, especially with her with regards to health, maybe other people have it with regards to finance.
Yeah, it could be anything.
To
Yeah,
anything.
of course.
If you have that story in your mind burned, and that like, hey, I can't do that pull up, then you're never going to even try. And I see that
exactly
a lot,
what
man.
happens.
And like people wanting to buy houses, they have that mental block. Like, oh, the rates are going to, I'm going to wait for the market to tank. I'm going to wait for like interest rates to drop. I'm going to wait for everything. And I try to tell, because most of my friends, I've sold them houses, right? And the ones that don't want to work with me, they have like a family member in their family. I do buy a house, man, because I want you to be wealthy. I want your family to be wealthy. I want, that's why I got into this business, is because I do honestly believe that people who own homes, I know the stats.
Yeah.
I know you're going to be 400 times more wealthy than a person that doesn't own real estate, right?
100%.
So it's going to be, if I'm not being honest about that, and that's why I put myself in this business too, is like, why would I want to go into something that I don't believe in? Right? It just so it has the advantage of being the truth, man. I heard that a long time ago, and I was like, I've used that in many ways, probably lucrative ways, because when things have the advantage of being the truth, it's like, dude, you're just running in the right direction.
Yeah.
And it's still, I always bring this Grant Cardone dude up, man. And he just drives me nuts when he tells people don't buy a house.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
Because he's a multifamily purchaser. He owns apartments.
Yeah, well, he wants to take your money and
he
invest
wants you
it.
to invest with him,
Yeah.
and then he wants you to rent from him.
But, most people, they go to work. They have their, 8 to 5, 9 to 5, whatever that is. They go home. They pay rent.